Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Nelson's Homes, my YouTube channel, as well as Instagram name Nelson's Homes. This new video is part 7 to Real Estate Language 101. Already, I believe we should be either close to 30 or right over 30 terms so far for the year that we have covered, or for the series that we have covered on these videos thus far. So just to sort of reiterate again, these are terms that most first-time home buyers and purchasers of homes will come across during the course of that transaction, that they will commonly use and hear throughout, all right, by multiple people. So not just by their realtor, real estate agent, but as well by either the lender or possibly other agents, and as well as the title company and settlement attorney. So these are 5 more terms that I got here for you guys today. And first one is MLS, the multiple listing service, which I believe I may have mentioned in the previous video, maybe part 3 or part 4, but I do not believe I went into detail on this term. So MLS, the multiple listing service, it is a private database owned by or used by many real estate brokers, real estate agents, settlement appraisers, and even property managers who have access to this database. Typically, you do have to pay. It is a monthly and even yearly subscription, and it is in over 800 different jurisdictions. So there are 800 different MLSs across the country, and I believe maybe even globally, but I am not 100% sure on that specific statement. But again, the MLS is basically the most accurate information on all properties that are available on the market. Essentially, it is the market, is what the MLS is. Again, real estate agents, real estate brokers can use this, and they could very easily see the most accurate information on a property, whether it is currently active, pending, under contract, already sold, or on coming soon status. This is as well as basically where all third-party apps get their information from. So typically third-party apps may take maybe a day or maybe a little bit longer to get the updated MLS information, but the MLS is where they get their information, is where these third parties get their information. Okay. So the next term here for today is title search. A title search is done by a title company once a property is under contract to purchase or sell. So this title search is essentially the process of retrieving previous documents of the ownership status and how it has transferred throughout time, and the type of possession. The reason you want to have a title search is because you want to make sure that throughout the course of this property being existent, and as however many owners there have been in the past, you want to make sure that this title has been transferred properly and possession was taken care of properly during these years, because you do not want to have a potential other seller or a potential other owner come at you as maybe the new buyer in the future, saying that they have the right to own this property or do whatever they want with this property. So just making sure that the proper title search is done, so that way when you do end up going to settlement on this property, that you are making sure that it is under the current seller's name, and that it will properly transfer over to you, so that you have no problem in the future with any other previous owner. So that is what a title search is. Now, the next term 3 for this video, is deed. A deed is a legal and written document that describes the transfer of ownership. So basically from the seller grantor to the buyer / grantee is what the deed entails. So that again is a written legal document that describes that transfer. Okay, now title is the concept of the right to ownership of that specific property. So that is what a title is. Now, to sort of clarify the difference, one is a concept, again, the other is the actual legal document that says and shows how ownership was transferred and to whom. The actual title itself is the concept of what the owner has the right to do with that specific property. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But again, the deed is the actual written legal document that shows and explains how property was transferred and to whom possession was transferred over to. Finally, the actual title itself is the concept of what the owner who possesses this property can legally do and has the right to do with this specific property. So those are title and deed, and those are already 4 terms for this video. Finally, the last term for this video is term 5, which is property taxes. Property taxes is a tax made on a property to an owner who possesses this property based on the property value as well as the community improvements, infrastructure development such as education, roads, highways, maybe even local shopping centers, things like that. And finally, the improvements done on the property. So the home value of the property is what the owner is being taxed on, and this is paid to the state and local counties, of course. So those are 5 terms for today. We went over title, deed, title search, MLS, and finally property taxes. Last thing I want to say about deed and title is for title, there are many ways you can actually take possession if there are multiple people involved in this transaction, such as a wife and husband, or a brother or sister, or friends who just want to possibly have an investment property. There are many ways you can take possession of title. So not all of this stuff is just a one item thing. There are many ways you can take possession, and of course, once you are under contract to purchase a property, you can review these different types of ways you can take possession of title with either a knowledgeable realtor, real estate agent, or a settlement attorney who works at a title company, which I have access to, or which most agents and realtors should have access to, as they definitely should be having somebody on their corner who can help them understand all of this information themselves. So again, if you guys learned something new in this video, feel free to like and share this video with friends, family, and of course follow me on social media at Nelson's Homes, or as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nelson's Homes. But thank you guys again for watching. This is part 7. I have part 8, part 9, and part 10 loading up. So thanks again, and I'll see you soon.